Alright, if you're watching this, it's because you want to see me cook this foul ham banana dish that I found on the internet. I'd seen this before. I knew specifically it was some like post-war bullshit. So if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, it's this thing, officially sponsored by fucking Chiquita. Ham banana rolls. Now, look, all these things are fine. There's ham in it, there's cheese in it, there's bananas, there's mustard. All the independent ingredients pretty much are fine. I don't know that they should go together, really at all. But we're going to find out and actually follow what the recipe is. Now, this calls for 6 bananas. I'm going to go ahead and only do 3 and cut the whole recipe in half because, frankly, I don't see a reason that I need 6 ham bananas, and I probably won't eat the ones that come out other than to try it. Unless it ends up being really good, so we'll find out. Anyway, we got all our parts here. We got 3 bananas. I'm going to go ahead and bake them in this pan. Normally, I wouldn't always put foil down first. This is a recipe foul enough that I think my cookware does need to wear a condom, essentially. So we're going to go ahead and get those rolled up first with the ham and the mustard and put those in the pan. The oven's preheating to 350. After that, then we're going to make the cheese sauce, which is a combination of some milk, some flour, and some cheese. Now, I'm using Velveeta shredded cheese, so it's extra America. It doesn't actually say how or what temperature at which to melt the cheese or to make it, so I'm probably going to go with some, medium high nonsense. I don't know. And then we'll go from there. After that, it's got to bake for 30 minutes once we get it all rolled up, and then I'll eat it, and we'll watch what that's like. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started here. First things first, move the paper to where it's not going to catch fire. And then we're going to go ahead and grease up our little pan that we're using a foil condiment. Cool. Now it won't stick because that's going to be an extra problem. Now we're going to go ahead and peel the bananas. This is a potentially controversial topic, the way that I peel bananas. Look, apes and primates peel bananas from the bottom. The classical Mario Kart banana shape is only produced by peeling from the bottom, as you can see right here. So that's the right way to peel the bananas, in my opinion. A lot of people use it from the top. Seen people who cut the ends off. I've seen a lot of weird stuff with bananas. There's an animal group that pretty much eats these almost exclusively and primarily, so just trust them because they've figured that out. That's how they do it. See, look how easy it is. No strings, just straight up. That's what you slip on. That's what happens in a cartoon. This is how you're supposed to peel a banana. Next thing's next. We need to pull out some ham slices. I am using some peppered wood smoked ham that I have from the grocery store because I have ham on hand. Because why wouldn't I have ham? Use 3 slices of these bad boys. Go ahead and put this away and wash my hands a little bit. But the recipe does call specifically for spreading the mustard across the ham and then rolling it up around the banana. So we're going to go ahead. All right, the oven's preheated. Glad that happened. I did not think of that at the right time and was like, fuck, what if I get to the end and it's not ready? So anywho, doing a little mustard smearing right now. Can't really see. There you go. That's what we have going on here. It's difficult to do this one-handed with a tablet camera, but we're going to make do. Then we'll go ahead and place the banana in the ham. I'll go like this. It's a little less long. And then I'll roll it in there. So just kind of do it up like that. And boom, we have like a gross ham banana. Now, the ham's longer than the bananas. I hadn't anticipated this being a problem. We're going to go with it. That's one of them. Maybe I'll cut one of them down. I'll slice the other two apart. I'm not sure. Go ahead and shorten our hams. That way we kind of have it poking on both ends. The way that it does in that picture. And truly, truly looking foul. So anyway, it's rinse and repeat at this point. Really going in, putting the just yellow mustard. I'm just using food, just standard, yellow mustard. There was no need to be fancy for this. I don't even know if people ate different kind of mustard in 1947, which is, I believe, the year, December 1947 is when this particular ad is from. So I don't really know if people ate brown mustard or other mustard, if exotic mustard was considered too German right after the war, who knows? There's a lot of things that could have happened. There we go, another one. And on to our third mustard boy here. Oop, got too much ham. That's just for snacking later then. A little snacking ham. Ham's underrated, as an overall protein and meat, especially as a breakfast meat. A good thick cut ham steak is a good way to start your morning if you don't have shit to do. I mean, really, ham, Katie bacon, it's kind of ham. It's on the Egg McMuffin. The McMuffin's kind of, a pretty good breakfast sandwich. It's been doing all right. Anyway, we'll twist that guy up. So now we have all three of our ham nanas in here. We're going to go ahead and kind of clear this off to the side, so we'll start to then move and focus onto the cheese sauce now. So, for the cheese sauce, we're going to start probably about medium-high-ish, I don't know. My oven's kind of old and shitty, so I usually put it between 6 and 7 for most things to start, unless I know they need to go much slower. I pretty much judge it by how I do eggs. If you want very French creamy eggs, it's more around a 4. If you want more normal eggs, it's kind of a 6 or a 7, depending on how fast you want to do them. So, anyway, go ahead and throw the butter in. Now, the recipe specifically states to melt the butter, put in the flour, but it doesn't say anything about making a roux, so I don't know. I don't know exactly how complicated this is supposed to be. It's shockingly light on directions. I mean, here's what it says. Melt butter, add flour, stir until smooth. Stir in milk, slowly. Add cheese and cook, stirring constantly until sauce is smooth and thickened. Well, I mean, it seems simple, but, I don't really know, so we're going to find out. I don't know why I even wanted to do this. It's so weird. Anyway, kind of move it around. Alright, that's melted, so now the flour's going in. Like I said, I cut everything in half recipe-wise, so it's going to be a little dicey. Maybe it doesn't work at these proportions. I don't know. Go ahead and stir it up. Make it like a nice, snot consistency. I wouldn't necessarily call it a roux. I'm also not whisking it like I probably should be, but hey, this is no rules. It's just it's banana time. So this is kind of what we're looking at here. It's kind of a snotty consistency. Let's get the milk in there. It says slowly, but it's only 3/4 of a cup, so it's only so slow you can go. I'm stirring it constantly. I mean, if I break the cheese sauce, this is going to be even grosser, and it's going to be hilarious. I'm using whole milk because it's what I have. I'm not buying new milk for this. Started buying whole milk when the vid got real bad. Read that vitamin D was good for respiratory illnesses, so I was like, I should get that vitamin D milk. Probably doesn't do anything, but, you know. Paranoia. So the milk's kind of warm. I'm just going to go in with the cheese. It's Velveeta, so like it should melt pretty much instantly, but we'll find out. I'm taking it in chunks with the cheese. Just because you kind of want to let it all melt before you put too much in there. I think it's going to get grainy otherwise. So I'm supposed to put most of this sauce on top of the ham nanas to bake for a half hour, but reserve some for adding after the fact, after all the baking is complete. We might just go all in. We might go ham and dump it all in at once. Or, you know, maybe we'll, I don't know. There's only so much prep I was willing to do to this, and thinking through that part, not one of them. She's actually not melting very well. Kind of concerning. It's kind of grainy. Kind of still seeing individual cheese bits, which is weird. That's gonna go. Just gonna add it. Fuck it. Let's get it going. Turn the heat down a little bit, let it go slower. I don't know. There wasn't supposed to be much actual cooking involved in this. It just kind of looked like someone that, you know, they paid basically someone from Mad Men who was drunk to write this. Like Peggy Olson could have made this up. Like, fuck, her and Stan in a room. Like, we got to come up with some shit for the banana people. I don't know. Roll ham around it. Fine. It's fine. You're drunk. You won the war. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All this is fine. You complained about this back then, it probably just would have been like, well, at least it's not Nazi bananas, and it's like, good point. Depending on when you're viewing this, there was a time where America was actually against Nazis, so just take that in context. Alright, this is coming together. We got a little cheese sauce going on. As you can see, I don't believe the camera truly does it justice, but it looks like cheese sauce. Kind of just looks like the shit I could buy in a can anyway, but we did something. We cooked something here. Actually smells kind of good. I kind of want to dip Fritos in it. Alright, this is smooth. I'm going to go ahead and start to pour this over our ham nanas. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. It's so foul. It's fantastically foul. Like, I don't want it to seem that good. It's in the so bad it's good category. Anyway, whoops. I'll try to take this like this. See, if you go, you can see the ham nanas now. Maybe. Yep, there it is. These are going to go in for a half hour, and then we're going to check back in after that and see how foul it is. All right, 30 minutes. See you then.